What have you been up to, Sandra?
Well, it's nice to see you, Jessica. I just published the 7th in my Liv Bergen series.
Oh, cool.
Which is Jeremiah's Revenge. It just came out about a month ago or so, which is exciting.
Yeah. Oh, congratulations.
A very controversial ending, so
Ooh.
I had to kind of leave...
You don't want to give it away.
No, I had to leave fans wondering, so it's just a fun book, a fun way to leave it. So.
Yeah. And how is that writing a series? Would you say it's less challenging than writing a standalone because you already know the character so well, or is it challenging to try to think of situations?
You know, I think it is harder because you have to keep all of the facts straight in the other, the previous novels. So you have to. I really think I've made a mistake. I think in book 1, my one of my protagonists was like 41, and then the next book he was 40. So. If you don't keep it straight, an editorial miss on my part. So, I think it's harder with series. It's way easier to do a standalone.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And how long would you say it takes you to write each book?
It takes me, it depends. I think about it for a long, long time, but once I'm ready to sit down and actually write it from start to finish where I can say the end, it takes about a month of weekends, or if I've only done it once straight in a row and took time off to see how long it would take me, and it was about 10 days. So if I can...
but you're fast.
Fast on the first draft, slow on all the edits. So it just depends on the style. It takes me about 6 months to edit it after that.
Yeah, and you still have your day job at the coal mine?
I do. I'm still a miner's daughter, which I love. So yeah, that's my day job, and I still do that every day. I love it.
It's so interesting.
A lot like Fred Flintstone, so I have fun doing it. Get out on my dinosaur every day and mine limestone. So awfully fun.
And then tell me about your role in ITW and ThrillerFest. You still run PitchFest, correct?
Yeah, thank you for asking. I'm still, I'm lucky enough to be on the ITW board of directors, which I love. They are just such a helpful group of people right now. Heather Graham and John Lasqua are our co-presidents, and Arl Stein, Lee Child, Anthony Franzen, and oh gosh, who else is on there? Jenny Melchman, and there's just so many good people on that board. Doug Lyle, of course, runs Craft Fest, and he's on the board, which is wonderful. And then Peter James is our international board member, which I have a blast with all of them. I'm the PitchFest director, which is great because I get to organize the top 60 editors and agents so that we can matchmake with all of those hopeful writers out there every year, and it's getting more and more popular every year, so it's a very fun event.
Yeah, and there's a lot of success stories. A lot of people have gotten their first book picked up and
surprisingly published. I heard about a couple of them that within 24 hours were signed on already with agents.
Within 24 hours?
Yes, so it's getting more and more every year, and I just get excited for them because that's a great chance for them.
I feel like ThrillerFest is just so awesome. Like, how do you is there even a way to improve it anymore at this point, or you just keep having to do the work the same amount?
I love it because they keep coming up with new ideas, and Kimberly Howe, KJ Howe, she writes The Freedom Broker and Skyjack. She's a brilliant writer. She's our director, and every year we come up with new ideas, like PitchFest is going to expand a little bit. We're hoping to get into agent school and some other Consult Fest opportunities so that people can even have more opportunities for their writing career. So we're getting really excited about that.
That's so cool. Yeah, so you just keep expanding.
Yes, so it's expanding every year, which is very fun.
That's awesome. And as a final question, what advice do you have to someone just starting out wanting to write a book but doesn't even know where to start?
Boy, if they don't know where to start, I would say sit down and write that book first. Even if it's not the right book, it'll get better and better every time they sit down and write. I think the biggest problem is people say, I want to write a novel, but that's like saying I want to be a pianist, and it's like you have to start somewhere. Yeah. So start writing. Don't worry about the business end of it. Just write that book.
Cool. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me, Jessica.